I owe $30,000 worth of credit card debt at 24 years old. This is my credit card debt breakdown. I currently have 5 different credit card accounts that I need to pay off. The first one, which is the least amount of debt that I owe, would be my Freedom Unlimited card, in which I owe $1,649.99. My Capital One card, I owe $4,388.83. On my Best Buy account, I owe $6,210.
Ooh, what was you getting from Best Buy for $6,000? Unless she's like a content creator, got like a camera, or maybe she's out here buying TVs, stocking up a new apartment. That's the highest balance out of all of these. What are you getting from Best Buy?
My Chase credit card, I owe $6,856. Last but not least, Discover. This is the one that I owe the most on, and it is $10,952. That brings me to a total of $30,057.
That's crazy because all of these individually, if there was just like one, she's like, okay, I have $10,000 worth of credit card debt and it's on this one card. That's one thing. But it's these multiple credit cards where that's where they get you. They keep sending you these offers in the mail. You keep accepting them. Next thing you know, you got 6 different credit cards with $5,000 balances on each of them. You $30,000 in debt.
And 68 cents. I've looked into filing for bankruptcy, but I don't think that that's the best route for me at this time. I think that I won't qualify for Chapter 7, and I also don't think that Chapter 13 would be the best option either. There's no other option for me other than just finding other ways to make money and paying this off as soon as possible. I'm turning 25 soon, and my goal is to become debt-free and just be more smart with my money. Honestly, just never get myself back into this position. I owe
This is what I like to call life's tuition. She's only 24 right now, about to be 25. And, you know, it's a lot of debt, especially for that age, but it's not an unmanageable amount. I really hope and I believe that she's going to be able to get out of this debt. And I think that she's going to take this as a lesson and never, ever get into this much debt again. So we got the comments here that are saying, girl, I was crying for just $3,000 in debt. Good luck. Somebody said, me crying with just $600, crying faces. I'm over here crying with $300. I'm worried about my $500 debt. Dang, I thought I was doing bad with $2,000 of debt. This is actually really encouraging to hear because people are shocked. Like most of the people looking at these comments are shocked at that total balance amount. And if you just look at some of these statistics, most people have about $5,000 to $7,000 of credit card debt. So seeing these $100 amounts, it makes me feel good because it just goes to show that there's some people out here that aren't slaves to debt like they would say most people are.
I'm $89,000 in credit card debt, and I'm here to break down my cards to tell you how much I have on each card and what my payment is each month on each card. I'm going to start with the smallest card and work my way up to the highest card. I do have 11 credit cards, so we're going to be here for a minute. The longer that you watch, the higher my payment is. So do your girl a favor and watch to the end. My first card is our Carter's credit card. It has $199 on it. My monthly payment is $30. My second card, Old Navy. It has $362 on it and a monthly payment of $30. Third card is our Citi card. It has $1,742 on it and the monthly payment is $85.
I'm not trying to be unprofessional, y'all, but she said it's going to take a while, so get comfortable. So I just,
Fourth is Shields. It has $3,057 on it and our monthly payment is $95. Next up is our Discover card. That has $4,969 on it and our payment is $135 a month. Next up is Chase. That has $5,615 on it and our payment is $153 a month. Next up is my personal Military Star card that has $7,860 on it. The payment is $170 a month. Next up is my husband's Military Star card that has $8,095 on it and the payment is $175. These are the fun ones. Next up is our Visa Platinum. That is $175. These are the fun ones. Next up is our Visa Platinum. That has $11,000 $1,503 on it, and our monthly payment is $285. Our Visa Cash Rewards card, that has a total of $20,300.
Okay. What do y'all think she was doing to accomplish this? Because this is actually a feat. Not just her and her husband. They've accomplished a feat here, especially with as young as they are, to be that much in debt. I heard Carter's, I heard Old Navy, but those were small. That's shopping. Shields, maybe did they buy a boat or something? Like what was they doing?
$371 on it, and our monthly payment is $520. Last but not least is our American Express that has $25,371 on it, and our payment is $620 a month. The total on these cards a little bit more than I said on a previous video because they have been hit with some interest since then. So our total is $89,203, and that brings our total monthly payments up to $2,298.
Whew, that's a mortgage. Wow. I hear kids in the background, so maybe they had kids. I mean, obviously they had kids, and they just started buying a bunch of stuff. But, as a father, kids are as expensive as you make them. They really are. $90,000 type of expensive? No. I could see if this was some medical debt, though. But, boy.
Follow along and watch me pay these off over the next few years.
I got to see what these comments are saying. Let's check out the comments. People said, suddenly I feel better about my $3,000 of credit card debt. Got some encouragement. You got this. I paid off $45,000 of debt in 2 years, and I only have $2,000 left. Somebody said, everyone leave your phone running overnight on this post. So that she can make some money. She says, this one says, no hate, but I don't understand how Americans allow this. This is literally impossible to achieve in Australia, which is really an interesting comment. I think that this in some way, shape, or form needs to be outlawed because this is wrecking Americans. When you have so many Americans in so much debt, I mean, you guys just heard her payments are $2,200 a month just on credit cards. She's not going to be able to get anything. She can't get a car. She can't get a house. They're probably renting. I'm trying to look at the door. The ex-realtor in me is like, that looks like a renter grade, builder grade door. But best of luck to y'all family. I hear the kiddos in the background, not just for y'all, but for them and their future. It's going to take a lot of work, but I believe.
I recently posted about the fact I'm 26 years old and I'm in $95,487.73 worth of debt, and I want to talk about it. Up until 24 hours ago, I did not know that was actually the total of all of my debt, credit cards, and student loans. That number also does not include my auto loan, and if we are adding in my auto loan, the total number is $110,938.83.
The actual chokehold my debt has on me as a 26-year-old with over $100,000 in student loan debt.
I owe the IRS $34,000. Okay, next we have my car loan, which I owe $23,295 on that. And then I have 6 credit cards, and across all of them, I owe $7,465.
Let's budget my paycheck together as a girly who is 28 and $67,000 in credit card debt.
I could probably just sit here and make an entire video of this alone, and we are clearly in the 5 figures worth of debt. A couple of these clips were in the 6 figures, and actually one of the comments from the very first clip was Dave Ramsey actually saying, hope you could pay them off as soon as possible. We're all rooting for you. And that was the real Dave Ramsey. So I do want to say a majority of these people are just recording their journeys of hopefully paying off all of their debt. But I have started to see some creators popping up out of nowhere saying ridiculous figures on debt, getting a good amount of views, a good amount of engagements and followers, and then any future video after that really does fall off, and then they just kind kind of stop uploading. So either they lose the motivation of actually paying it off and uploading videos, or some of these people could be doing it for the attention and the followers and likes, and eventually would be monetization, money from TikTok that could possibly pay off those debts if they are even real. So I'm definitely not saying most of these people are faking their debts, especially from these statistics we went over, but we could see in the next clip how popular this becomes, just showing how much money you spend, basically being able to flaunt everything you do online, and it works. It gets the views, it gets the attention, and makes other people want to do it as well.
My 2024 Amex Wrapped, not as a rich person, but just as a financially irresponsible 25-year-old. I'm here with my mom, who is very frugal. This year I took 12 unnecessary vacations, upgraded to first class 6 times.
Oh my gosh.
Bought 10 luxury items that I did not need.
Why are you doing things like this? I thought we wanted to buy a house. I thought that was the goal.
I bought a new car.
Oh my god.
And I went to Disneyland 37 times in 2 different countries.
Come on.
Travel. Where did we go this year? Bahamas, Las Vegas, Hawaii twice, London twice, Berlin twice, Greece, Cabo, Paris, Pennsylvania, Catalina, and New York twice. For food, we tried 15 new restaurants this year. Finally got a reservation at Carbone, very exciting. And we spent a total of $14,685 at restaurants this year.
Completely unnecessary.
Transportation. We called 300 plus Ubers this year. Most of them were Uber Blacks. And I rode on 3 trains for a grand,
giving me high blood pressure, actually.
grand total of $17,496.
I just want to butt in real quick because the first comment he said, not as a rich person, but just somebody who's very irresponsible. And that's just a complete lie. If you go to his page, he has almost 3.5 million followers. This is somebody who's huge on social media in general. So showing how irresponsible his spending is, clearly he's making a ton of money. He's not in the same situation as a majority of the clips we're going to see in this video. But like I said before, this garners attention and more likes and followers, and then you could actually see how much money this guy makes and how famous he is, honestly. And these types of trends and videos start spreading to people who don't have that kind of money and just get into copious amounts of debt.
Entertainment this year, when we went to Coachella both weekends, we went to 13 concerts and 5 movies in the theater, as well as 10 Broadway shows and tours.
That's culturally well spent,
important.
sort of.
Miscellaneous spends, 47 Target runs, 178 Amazon orders, 4 Louis Vuitton receipts, 57 Erewhon trips, 32 Zara receipts.
57 Erewhon trips?
And 4 trips to the Real.
Yeah, I think that you're not going to be able to buy a house in the near future if this continues.
This year in total on my Platinum and Gold cards, I spent $93,355 on the Platinum and $32,771.
This is kind of obscene. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard of.
And we go look at the comments. I'm sorry, 57 Erewhon trips gagged both of us because that alone. If you don't know what Erewhon is, it's basically Whole Foods on steroids, unbelievably expensive, only in the LA area where the ultra rich live. In 1 year, you're either rich or severely in debt. And he is rich, even though he's trying to make it look like he's a normal person. If people didn't really
I know that's right.
So
good luck her. Has a good mindset. Absolutely.
a couple months ago, I made a video on here about my credit card debt payoff journey. I've paid off about $20,000 of credit card debt this year, and I haven't really done an update on it or really continued it.
Please don't tell me she went back in. Please don't tell me she went back in.
For a number of reasons. One, and I know a lot of people who have been in debt can relate to this, I hold and harbor a lot of shame related to my debt, and it got to be something that was really hard to talk about because I never felt like my progress was enough. I never felt like, it just feels never ending. It feels suffocating. And I had a couple really expensive months that kind of set me back in the amount I wanted to pay off per month. I haven't been adding to my debt at all, but I haven't really paid off.
Okay, I mean, setbacks happen. As long as she's not going reverse, it is
the amount that I was hoping I was going to be able to each month. So that just kind of like, I don't know, it kind of depressed me a little bit. I've seen other creators create series of just like tracking their credit card debt. And like, honestly, I would love to do that, but I just don't know if disclosing the full amount is something
You should. Some accountability might be good for you. If you're in that world of already following that, yeah, accountability might be good for you. I'd recommend she does it.
Ready to do yet, because like I said, I harbor a lot of shame from my credit card debt, and it's something I'm still working to get over. It's also been a major source of anxiety for the past 7 years of my life. Like, thinking about money gives me anxiety. I don't come from wealth. My first job out of college
Most don't. Let's not use that as an excuse. That will piss me off real quick.
Really set me behind, and I discovered I have bipolar disorder, which creates really bad spending habits, or it can, especially being untreated for so long. I go into my depressive phases, and like I get that little high off of
diagnosed. Okay, there you go.
Going shopping or finding something on sale, even if it's something I didn't really need, and if it's something I didn't have money for. It was just a really bad habit I built, and a lot of it was due to that, as well as undiagnosed ADHD. So I'm
diagnosed. She's saying diagnosed. I'll respect diagnosed.
Medicated for both of those now, but it's like getting out of this, like my habits are better now. I don't spend money I don't have, but
you got TikTok diagnosed with Down syndrome. Anything is possible. It's fucking
crawling out of the hole is so hard. I'm like, you can feel free to give me advice, but I've done every tip and trick in the book. I've consolidated my debt and loan. I've opened up balance transferred cars. I've categorized my debt from highest interest to lowest interest, and I'm focusing on paying off the highest interest debt first. And like that has
put it away, chat.
Has worked for the most part. It's just such a slow moving process, and when you get behind a couple months, it's so hard to just like, I have that anxiety that's in my head again of just
all right, you're repeating yourself. Quiet now. You're repeating yourself. Oh fuck, that's a long one.
First 20,000, but we've hit a lull. So
yeah,
any advice?
We got that in the
first. Credit card debt is not fun. Okay, I have so much money on my credit cards.
Why didn't you spend all the money you didn't have? I did it. I did it in my early 20s, late teens. I get it. Why'd you do it?
They're all pretty much maxed out. I couldn't keep up with the payments, and I think almost all of them, my accounts are closed. That's not good.
It's probably good for her so that she isn't spending more money.
But I will tell you this, it's like going through a detox, because things that I would just be like, oh, I'll just put on a credit card. I can't.
See what I said? It's good that her cards are closed for her.
Can't do that anymore. Those accounts are closed. Those cards are gone. The only money I have comes from my paycheck, and that money goes towards necessities, which is the big thing that I've had to learn to differentiate the needs from the wants. So all my friends get to go do fun things, I am having to pay off credit card debt.
Good. You had your fun. You did it. You put it on debt. I went through that. I get it. It's not fun while you're doing it, but it's time. It's time to grow up.
It has taught me to be content with what I already have. It has helped me utilize places like the library. It has helped me declutter because I've had to sell things to make my bills. This is probably like the worst year of my life financially, but I think I've grown up a lot, and I'm kind of happy about it.
That's what it's about.
$33,000 in credit card debt was consuming my every thought.
She ain't young for that. She ain't young for that.
I remember searching for the perfect job in my 20s. The one that would pay me a wage I could budget out to all of our bills.
Helping you budget your bills with credit cards? Is that what she said?
Thinking that building my resume would give me a promotion, and that I would increase my income over time to pay off.
She has a husband that her husband and I had built up. Fair enough.
The debt my husband and I had built up. Slowly but surely, I got the jobs I applied for, but the debt wasn't being paid off like I had hoped. We were in a full-blown grind at our corporate careers just to make a minimum payment on our credit cards. I remember feeling suffocated by our bills and looking at the methods many people talked about. No shame to old Dave, but his framework.
Old Dave. His framework wasn't it for me. Listen, it is for everyone if you can control it. Do I agree with everything? No, but it can work for everyone. So, I mean, she's doing some wah, cry, no accountability bullshit.
Wasn't it for me. I kept thinking it'll get paid off eventually, but my brain just couldn't compute how. If we didn't make more money.
Well, your brain would have computed how if you listened to the Dave method. I mean, agree. Again, I disagree with some of it, but in general, it will get everyone there. Her brain can compute. It's, what is it, 7 steps? 4 of which are like critical? I don't get it.
How the hell were we going to put more money towards our debt? Turns out landing in the social media marketing and sales arena in 2018 was part of the framework we needed to pay off that $33,000.
Okay, if she did it. Usually just landing a higher paying income job just means you're going to spend more money, lifestyle, inflate yourself, right?
Credit cards. I've never looked back.
Good.
It wasn't something I was qualified to do, but quickly found passion behind it.
Qualified to pay off debt? What the fuck is she talking about? She is coming from a weird mentality in life, let me tell you.
I love people. I love making a difference. I love using my creativity and being in control of my income. Creating my schedule and having flexibility were a huge plus too.
Sure.
Now being 30 years old with 0 credit card debt, I'm thankful I made my own path to having peace around our finances. The weight of $33,000 was heavy, but now we sleep a lot better at night.
Hey y'all, so let's talk debt, specifically credit card debt. I am $30,000 in credit card debt.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, I know. Let's talk about it. So I have 2 credit cards. I have a Navy Federal and then another credit card. Navy Federal has $25,000 and the other one has $5,000.
And Navy Federal, they ain't nice with the rates, let me tell you.
And I'm definitely ready to pay those off. So if anybody has any suggestions about how I can quickly pay those off,
Yeah, cut back on your bullshit. Pick up a second job.
let me know in the comments.
Just did.
So I recently joined TikTok Shop and the Creator Fund. So I'm hoping to really...
No offense. I am heavily willing to bet that if she went and fucking put some fries in the bag a few hours a week, she would make more money than her Creator Fund. As someone that actually does very well on TikTok, even the Creator Fund itself is pennies. Okay.
And some money from that as well. And whatever I make from that, I'm going to put towards the credit cards.
Good. Well, yeah, but you'd probably make more money doing something else.
Expeditiously. I racked up all of this debt from shopping, you know, not telling myself no, not having discipline, you know, all that.